How you doing, guys? I was asked through PM to just show this tractor again before I start taking it all apart. So I thought I'd also give you a little bit more detail of what needs to be done to this tractor in order for it to get all straightened out. Obviously, number one, it needs to be completely cleaned. I'm going to do what I typically do with my RJs with this tractor. I am going to completely disassemble it, clean every single piece, and then basically straighten it out if it needs any work. And also put it all back together. A couple of things I've noticed on the tractor that needs to be fixed is this. We'll kind of start from the beginning. The steering has a lot of slop in it, meaning, which drives me insane when somebody restores a tractor and they never fix the steering. There is a set screw right here. Clearly the mount on the shaft is all blown out, so I'll probably have to weld that up and then re-drill it and then put a new set screw in it. That will straighten that out. The other thing I've noticed is the grease fitting hole here. I don't know if I can get a good shot. It's pretty blown out, so what I'm going to have to do is I'll probably make an aluminum plug. I'll drill this out, thread it, then Loctite it with red Loctite into place, so that way there's nowhere for it to go, and then I'll probably just re-drill it and put a new grease fitting in there. I'll use an aluminum plug, so that way it's all real nice. I don't know if I can get the rims. Rims are mint. These original tires are Goodyears. Right there. Clearly they're just going to get cleaned. I'll tire black the tires. The aluminum caps will get cleaned up and re-put together, just to make it real nice and clean. Front axle totally needs to be cleaned, so that'll be fixed. Also down here there's a lot of play in this piece, so clearly either the bar or the spindle will be welded, and then I'll re-drill the holes and put new bolts in there, so that really will straighten out the steering. The link itself is really nice, same with the link in there. There's no play in the steering wheel, excuse me, the steering shaft, so that should be all good. All the way up, it's all in real nice shape. I went to Dandy Sales yesterday and talked to Jim Haynes, who's like the guru of Panzer tractors. Obviously this spring load, for this is wrong. There's supposed to be a little wire spring that goes from this roll pin down to the bolt, then up, and then it clips onto this, and that's what actually actuates the lever up and down. There is some play in that. I'm going to fix that, get the play out, and then I'll get a spring for it. The bearing, as I stated in the other video, the bearings here and in the back are just right. They're real nice. The brakes are sticky. They'll have to completely come apart completely. Rims are in mint shape. Again, the tires are in real nice shape. There is some dry cracking or dry rot right here. It's not that severe. It doesn't go down to the cords. So again, this will get washed and tire blacked. This hitch piece was with the tractor, so I put it on. It looks good. The lift arm here, a couple things. One, there's like this nice little like spacer that holds it in place. On the bottom, the spacer is here, but the bolts fell out. There's a couple little bolt holes right there, so we'll put a couple new bolts in there, straighten that out, get that lubed up, get that working real nice. Sorry about the shaky camera work. Again, little bit of dry cracking on this tire, but again, it'll get cleaned, tire blacked. Same thing with the brake on this side, needs to be done. Basically all the same stuff here on this side. Need to put the bolt fixed. On that side, the grease fitting's fine. Front rim mint, just needs to be cleaned. Obviously the engine's got to go. I got my Clinton, I'll show you that in a second. I've been soaking the bolts on the pulley to get those off. The set screws, actually. I got a new reverse disc, so that's all set. One of interesting note, this is probably confirmed a later version T50, probably a 58. A couple reasons. One, in talking to Dandy Sales, Jim Haynes, the top steer instead of the bottom steer. Some of the T50s, or the earlier T50s, had its bottom steer. This is a top steer, so that kind of indicates that it is a later T50. Also, one of the other indicators I was told, just kind of interesting, I don't know if there's a bar right here. It's welded to the bottom of the engine plate, and I'll show you on the other side there's a bar welded to the PTO, and that was for vibration. Try to get the vibration of this tractor down. Clearly people that complained about vibration on a T50 Panzer have not, or did not own, or did not ride an RJ35, because an RJ35 will rattle your teeth apart. And oh, here's a much better shot. Oh, much better shot. I apologize, but you can see it's a bar, a piece of angle iron welded to the PTO, and also a piece of angle iron, or bar stock, should say, welded to the bottom of the engine plate. That's an indicator of a later T55, and then also carry over to the T50, carry over to the T55, and that was to try to absorb the vibration from the Clinton engine. Interesting, just a little tidbit. Don't know what exactly that would have done, but I guess it was. But you can see bottom of the tractor, pretty clean, looks pretty good. Just gonna wash it all. Chain's a little dry, a little tight, but we'll get that fixed, as you can tell. All right, well, thank you very much again for your questions, comments, suggestions. I do appreciate them. I'm always open to conversation on these tractors. But you have a nice day. Thanks.